wish we could show one of your dancing videos on here.
No.
Maybe at some point we will.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay. Now let's look ahead, because if you have a business and you want to grow, you want to exist, you want to exist ahead. You don't want to just be in the moment and at the present and don't even know what's going to happen in the future. So looking ahead to 2, 3, 4 years, where do you see your business? Where do you think your business will be?
So, I am planning on changing the name, because I do want to, I want to get to a point where I can have, I can manage it, that I'm not really in it, if that makes sense. Because I don't know if I shared it already, but my true passion is education. And it's theater productions. And so, or just art, period. I love art. I love, I'm very purposeful with everything that I do. So the gifting or the gift baskets is just an assignment that I'm doing. And it's for me to get inside the doors and be able to sit with other business owners and be able to ask questions that I never would have been able to ask as just a regular W-2 employee. Now that I have something that's mine, I'm able to just go and navigate to places I wasn't able to do before. So, however, I do have an amazing team. I have, I don't know if they want me to say their names now, but I'm going to shout them out anyway. I have Jordan, and I have Cam, and I have Brittany. And and I want to say Jordan right now is someone that I'm literally trying to duplicate myself through her. And so I'm having her see me do the gifts. And I'll say, you know what? I want to see what you can do. You put some gifts together. You have a whole room full of stuff. Let me see what you can do. And I'll just have her just put things together. And then I'll go in and say, okay, we'll try to do this and look for symmetricals. Look for, your color themes, maybe add this, create some depth. So I'm trying to duplicate myself so that way when I do step away from the business, and, I don't really plan to make it this really big thing, like I said, because my passion is somewhere else. It's not the actual gifts. And so, but I do want to keep it going, because I do believe that it can thrive on its own by itself. I just have to make sure I get the right people there
on your team. So with the daycare business, my goal is just to keep improving on myself, so that I can improve on the daycare, keep studying, keep asking questions, keep seeing what people are doing, keep getting involved in different programs. There's a couple of programs I'm getting involved in now. And it's just amazing what you realize you don't know until you go out there and search and see these things happening. And that keeps you a little bit above the others, keeps you, makes you unique, makes you different, makes you look like success and growth. So that's my goal, and I'm working on. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes a lot of dedication, but it can be done. And like you said, initially before the pandemic, I was like, maybe I want to open a center, But after the pandemic, and the pandemic is not even over, I realized there's nothing wrong with small,
Nope,
if
not
you
at
can
all.
nothing is wrong with small. If you can make your small the best small business there is in the neighborhood, it's okay, So for now, I don't think my center plan is gonna be something I'll work on. I just want to watch and see how the pandemic comes and goes, or whatever it does, and then plan from there. But in the meantime, I'm just going to be improving myself, keep studying, keep asking questions, keep seeing what's new out there that's going to work best for the business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take it. I think I like to say nurturing it. You're nurturing the experience, and I'm telling you, everything in life is nothing but an experiment and it's experience. And so I think sometimes we can get a little clouded. We can get a little ahead of ourselves when we want, oh, I want it to be big and I want to, I want it to be $1 million company. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh my gosh, there's nothing wrong with that because you're setting goals to reach up there. But sometimes if we don't reach those goals or we don't, in 5 years, if it's not, if it doesn't have a storefront with, 50 people moving in and out of it, then we feel like we failed. And like I'm just in it for the experience because what I truly want to do, I'm going to be able to do it because I took a leap of faith to do this. And so I think, that's really important. I like that.
Yeah. Okay. So do you have any global plans? You want to take your business globally? I think you kind of did with your website.
Yeah. 2020 did allow me to do that. Actually, there was some goodness out of 2020. Thanks, 2020. But so I was able to interview with Marie-Lise Vaher. She is a co-founder of Powerful Marketeer. She's in Estonia, Europe. So I was able to actually interview on her platform and be able to kind of talk to her community, about Kalonnie's Gifts and Designs. And so, they are able to shop on my website. Like I said, I have the partnership with a warehouse in Europe, Arizona, and that allows me to ship wine, alcohol, and beer. I cannot do that here in Maryland. I don't have the liquor license to do it. So that's why partnerships are super important when it comes to your in business, because you're able to expand yourself. So I can now be anywhere in our country, besides 8 states. I can't go to 8, or I can't ship alcohol in 8 states, but through my partnerships with in Arizona, I'm able to ship my gifts with alcohol in them. And so and then I also have a customer who I'm not sure what part of Africa she's in, because I met her here and then she moved back to Africa, but her family is over here in Maryland. So for the holidays, she does. Yep, she's ordering through me, and I'm delivering it to her dad, her mom. So, so we're a little bit international, like a tiny bit.
You're gonna get there.
But that I love that. I never would have thought that. So
Okay. So let's talk about technology. What impact do you think technology has on your business, if any?
The marketing, social media, that's the biggest thing. Even WhatsApp is an app where that's how I was able to talk to my client over in Africa through WhatsApp. I was able to call her and so technology is massive. CRMs, programs to help you with your productions and, being able to send out invoices and being able to merge different programs and softwares with each other so they all can kind of coordinate. So if someone orders a gift, there's an automatic email that's being sent out to them saying, hey, thank you for ordering with Kalonnie's Gifts and Designs. It's going to take XYZ for it to get shipped out. Technology is very, very, I think, massive in a lot of, and I don't think there's any industry out there where technology is not pivotal to it. However, if it wasn't though, like if I didn't have it, I do feel like I would still be successful because of the community and networking. So,
And I know one other thing you use a lot is your calendar. I know.
I live by that thing.
I know. Always scheduling, always doing something on your calendar. And that's technology.
Yes.
And that's important. With the daycare, same thing. Technology is very, very important. It's important to get you out there, let people see you and know what you're doing. It's important in scheduling. It's important in child records and family records. It's important in what was that I said before? Calendars, scheduling for tours and
communicating with the parents.
Yeah. I think that every business, if not all businesses so far, will one way or the other be dependent on technology to,
I'm scared of that. I'm so scared of
to
that.
make it, to get your word out there, you need technology. That's the world we're going into. So,
I know.
yeah.
I
Okay.
think I'm such an old soul, so technology scares me just a tad bit.
Yeah.
Because
It
that's like
scares
one of
me
my
too.
weaknesses. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm originally African. You know that in Africa, technology is not the way it is here.
Oh,
Before,
okay.
I didn't get my personal computer till I was in college, and that was way into college.
Yeah.
So that was when I started learning typing and all of that. But it wasn't as much as it was when I got to America. When I started schooling here, I needed a computer because I did online education. It was
Mm-hmm.
hard. It was
Yeah.
so hard for yeah. So the thing about technology is if you keep using it, if you keep working with it, you're going to get used to it. Well, not totally
Right.
because
It's always changing. Oh
there's
my
always something new. Yeah. But
It's
we'll
hard.
try.
I think if anything, that's the hardest for me. That's the hardest thing in life is technology because
Technology.
these
Yeah.
passwords get me. Because I promise you, I feel like the passwords are just trying to test my patience because
Yeah. Yeah.
it just incorrect password. It's the same
Yeah.
password I put in 5 minutes ago. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah,
And my passwords, same thing. I forget them all the time. Like reset password, reset
yes,
password. Yeah. But unfortunately, if you want to be in business, you have to keep abreast
yes,
of technology.
yep. Mm-hmm. And just take
Okay.
and YouTube helps a lot too with that. So anytime you don't
Oh
understand
yeah.
something or
Find a
it's
video.
right there and it shows
Yeah.
you, it walks you through, you can pause it, rewind it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So do you have a business mentor, a coach, maybe a teacher who you can talk to and confide in about your business?
Yes, I do. I have, let's see, I have Debbie, I have Stephanie, I have Kathleen, and then just my friends. um,
Yeah.
sometimes, I don't want to bombard, my mentor because they have businesses themselves and
Of
I don't
their
want to
own.
bother them so
Yeah.
much. So sometimes my friends and, it's I'm proud of my friends. I wish that they knew like how awesome they are because if it wasn't for them, I don't really know if I would have a business and they don't have businesses and it's just they're watching me and as they're watching me, then they're able to put in input. They're able to help me with things that I can't see because I'm in it. So
Of course.
but truly
Yeah.
my friends have been great support and if they don't know something or if they feel that I'm stuck at something, they see what other people are doing. They're like, well, Kalonnie, why don't you try this? Or maybe you try this, or, I can call such and such and maybe they can show you how to do this. So, I really rely on my village and my family, my community, to help me out. So, but yes.
Yeah. It's always important because we don't, it's like an individual is not an island by himself or herself,
Mm-hmm.
You need people around you, people who've been there, people you can
Mm-hmm.
talk to.
Yes.
So that's where the coach and mentors and friends come in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also, you have to be careful too, because it goes both ways. Not everybody is gonna give you the right kind of advice and to keep
Yes.
you growing. Yeah.
And then it's also being careful as well because even sometimes your mentors can not necessarily my mentors, but I have come across some people that I wanted to mentor me and they did things a certain way and yes they have success, but how they did it doesn't really
Of
it
course.
doesn't really collide with my way of
Right.
learning because that's another
Right.
thing. You have to know how you learn and
Right. Right.
I learn very differently. I'm a very abstract learner, so unfortunately I'm not able to just sit and read a book and just be like,
Right.
okay,
I
I can go
got
and
it.
do it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to read it, listen to it. I have to, just use all of my senses. I have to experiment with it. I have to fail at it for me to actually get it. And so sometimes not a lot of mentors really understand a lot, especially a lot of people, mentors who's been in their old school or they've been in the game for a very long time. And so they expect you to get something because they got it or they started 25, 30 years ago, but it's a little different now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're right. You do have to be careful with your, who you take advice from.
Yeah. There's this lady on YouTube, and I'm not really keen on celebrity news and that kind of thing. But the reason why I watch her channel sometimes is because she has this thing about positive energy. She
Mm-hmm.
says um, you have to gravitate towards people who have a positive energy towards you and your goals. Negative energy will ruin you from anybody
Absolutely.
around you. So if you sense that, and I don't know, I was watching Oprah long ago sometime, and Oprah said the only living things on earth who have instincts and don't use them are human beings. You
Yeah.
know, a horse will sense danger and
Yep.
he won't even go anywhere. He'll trot and run away from danger. Animals will do the same. Any animal, not just
Yep.
horses. But
Mm-hmm.
human beings, many human beings who've been in trouble, they're like, I felt like I shouldn't take a step further, but I did anyway, and I
Mm-hmm.
landed in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So following your instinct, following that positivity, the
Yep.
energy. If once you sense it, somebody's not for you, you can sense it.
Mm.
Just find your way around it,
Yes. Yes.
and
Mm-hmm.
get away. So we want people who are going to support our business, people who are going to help us grow around us,
Yep.
not people who are going to put us down. You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
we're not saying don't advise people. We're not saying don't tell us what you see that's wrong, that needs changing. But there are different approaches to things, you know, that will make you think, oh, thank you, I'm learning, I learned,
Mm-hmm.
rather
Mm-hmm.
than, oh my God, I think I should stop this thing. I don't think it's working out. So
Mm-hmm.
be careful how you influence people. Be careful how you give out the energy in you. I don't know. My brain is going abstract.
Nope.
So let me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, I think that's something that is not talked about, and I
Yeah,
don't think it's taught either. And I think it is something that we have to continue to have those conversations, especially with people who are trying to take those leap of faith, because one thing I'm realizing is that a lot of my parents' generations, they a lot of them, they weren't able to pursue their dreams because they didn't have people to support them, and
right.
it is there is a vast difference between this generation and I would say the generation previous, because this generation just seems to be like fearless.
Yeah,
Like they
yeah,
just,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna jump, and wherever I land, I'm gonna make it,
yeah.
and
Fearless. Yeah,
but you do have to make sure you surround yourself with people who are going to and not necessarily always support you, or no support,
right,
they may not agree with you, but
right,
at
right.
least support you, in the same city as their family, so they're looking for something that's other than a gift card or an Amazon gift. They want to put something together that's a little bit more special, the
Yeah,
presentation. And then also corporations, businesses. So I work with a lot of event planners, director of human resources. I work with
real estate. I've seen your real estate too.
real estate, property
Yeah,
management.
yeah,
So people who have customers and clients that tend to want to give like those thank you gifts, or fundraising gifts and things like that.
yeah. Okay. So, what ethical issues do you have to deal with in your business, and how have you addressed these?
Ethical issues. So
Yeah.
I would say, when you say ethical, what do you mean by that?
Okay, so I'll give you an example with daycare. So, for instance, I have to have a photo consent for me to be able to use any of my daycare children in my videos. So
Mm,
when a parent enrolls, they sign or don't sign. It's a choice. If you don't want to, because I tell them I do social media marketing, and it,
yep.
it helps my business. It helps people see what I'm doing. So if you don't want me to have your child in my videos or in my pictures, that I'm going to post in my social media, you can sign off on this and say you don't want it. And I will never take a picture of that child. But
Mm.
if you sign that you do, then I can use those pictures. And if I end up, I have never done that. If a parent says don't use my kid's image or video or whatever, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
those are ethical issues. It's not. It's like I don't know if you have something like that in your business.
The one that comes to mind would be alcohol gifts. So, like I
Oh,
mentioned
yeah,
earlier, I do not have a liquor license, so I
yeah, yeah,
cannot
yeah.
include
Some states.
alcohol, beer, wine in my gifts. And so, the only way that I can do that is if my clients or customers they shop online, and
Yeah,
then even with that, they do have to. There is an acknowledgement that's just saying that if they do ship it, that there has to be someone that's over
oh,
21
that. Oh, yeah.
that receives the gift. And so so that way I'm not completely liable for it.
Yeah,
um
yeah, yeah.
but I would say that's the biggest one. I mean, other than that, I mean, we're not, we're just a I want to say a gift shop basically. So I
Yeah.
think my biggest liability would probably be the wine and alcohol, and then also have to make sure that, when people, if there's allergies or anything like that, I would hope that they will let me know.
Right. That's
And then
another big thing too.
yeah,
Yeah.
just to make sure that there's no issues with that. So I tend not to put a lot of peanuts or nuts inside
Mm.
of my gifts. Now during the holidays there are, but they're very distinct. It's right there in your face, so
And you
it's
can.
kind of
Yeah.
but you still have to make sure that you put in the receipt or in the invoices that some of the gifts do come with peanuts, and just to make sure that you read everything for your allergy.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. Okay. So, what do you have any staff currently, and what is your preferred leadership skill or style?
So I have Jordan. Jordan is my gift productions manager. So she is the one that helps me with making sure that we are staying on track with our gifts. She helps me process orders. She also helps deliver the gifts as well. So then I have Cam O'Neill. She is the owner of Cam O'Neill Productions. She's actually based out of Atlanta. She is the one that's helping me with my social media. So
Oh man.
so,
Yeah.
she's extremely creative, very talented, very professional. And then I also have Brittany Fur. She helps me with just regular, just admin work, and, notes and calendar management. So, I am also I'm a property manager for a company for a small community. And so that is something that I'm balancing both. So I decided that when I went back into property management, I wanted to make sure that I did have a team that can keep Kalonnie's Gifts up and running and going, and then also kind of cover where my weaknesses are. So
Wow.
I live with ADHD, so I have the
Wow. The energy.
talent where it's like, oh, I want to go here. That looks fun.
Wow.
So it's very important for me to make sure that, one, I do have a team and I do have a village for that support, because I am very creative in a lot of ways in a lot of different industries. So sometimes I can get a lot distracted. So I have these three that kind of keep me grounded and kind of help me with keeping Kalonnie afloat. So that way I can kind of exercise both my left and my right brain.
Hmm.
So
So do you think you have a preferred leadership style?
yes. I don't like the word boss. I'm not anyone's boss. I am
Boss,
not
right.
anyone's supervisor. I am a leader, and I only work with other leaders. So
Right.
I don't
Right.
want anyone who is just waiting for me to tell them what to do. I don't want yes people. So
Wow.
one thing with Jordan, I always tell her, when you're ready to go, let me know. If you don't want to do
Yeah.
something, let me know. If you don't understand something, let me know. Like, I am always here. Same thing with Cam. I never want Cam to feel like, because I do have standards, because I am very talented and I can do a lot of things and I can do it really, really good.
Well, yeah.
Actually, it's not good for my mental, because then I will have all of these things that I can't handle, and then I won't do anything. So it can be a little intimidating sometimes when I am working with other people or they're working with me, because they know what level I can produce at. So they want to produce at that same level. And I don't want that. I want you to do the best that you can do, but only be open-minded. So if I do see something that I would do differently, I want to be able to share that with you without you feeling hurt or feeling embarrassed or feeling incompetent. I want you to always just try your best and always be open to learning new things, because I have a lot of experience in different things. And so, but I also learn from them as well.
Yeah.
I would say that would be my,
Yeah. I was going to say, we've worked in similar settings and we've seen that happen, you know. The director says, the assistant director says, and then the leadership is so, I don't know, messed up that when the assistant director wants to make a decision, they forget to let the director know. And then the director comes beside the assistant director. Man, we've been there, you know, and we've been there. Yeah. It's really not about leading people, you know, it's about working with people. It's teamwork. If you want to have a successful business, you have to be a team. Not I'm the leader, I'm right here, you know, you have to bow to me, you have to do what I ask you to do. Let the people who work for you be creative. They are unique and individual. Let them bring in their talents into your business, you know. Who knows what that's going to do for you, you know? So I'm not saying try to change your philosophy or your goals for your business, but allow a little bit of wiggle room for your team to work with you, not against you.
Because they're gonna want to feel like they're a part of the project. I mean, when you hit a goal, or when you win, or when someone, it's for everyone. It's not just
me. It's for everyone,
but it's for everyone.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit of a good work of a good work environment, of a good leadership, of a good partnership. Man, some jobs I didn't even stay up to 3 months. I had to go.
Trust me, I know all about it. I know
you know, because we've been there. My goodness, they'll break down your psyche, they'll break down your motivation. Oh my goodness. So it's important how you lead your staff. It's important how you partner and team with people, because that's how you grow.
And it's okay to not know in front of the people who are watching you, following you. If you don't know something, tell them I don't know. If you're frustrated about something, you know what? I need a minute. Something's not working. I don't know what it is, but don't take that energy out on them. Like, because they're here to help you. Always remember that your team is here to help you, and they're not working for you, and they're not against you. So, but
I remember I had worked at a particular daycare. And I was new. I just got there. So I wanted to ask the staff, you know, how to do certain things, because the so-called administrative staff were too busy to train you and show you what to do. And one of the ladies is like, don't ask the staff. Don't talk to them. They don't know what they're doing. I'm like, huh?
Wait, what?
Where are they paid?
What do you mean they don't know what they're doing?
What do you mean? They don't know what they're doing. These grown people, and they've been in this business for years, and they've worked with this organization for all this time. You know? So, I mean, leadership styles are very important for your business, and it's something to study. I know many daycare, many businesses, many small businesses, they do classes, health classes, sanitation, supervision. Somebody needs to do classes about administration, you know, about leading people, about leadership styles. Those kinds of classes are equally as important as the other classes that we are bombarded with.
I don't know. I see a future project with us, man. I don't know. I'm starting to feel that ooh ah. Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
But no, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. So what challenges have you encountered running your business, and how have you overcome them? I know you said the thing about the alcohol thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really a big challenge at all. That's not a big challenge at all because that doesn't really come around until like the holidays when people want stuff. But now that I have a solution, which is the website, then it'll be fine. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the biggest challenge for me is me. It's me because like I spoke earlier, I have to make sure that I keep myself first, and I have to make sure that I stay focused because I do know what my flaws are, and I do know what my weaknesses are, and that is I have a tendency of just jumping from one thing to another. I always have to. I seek stimulation, I seek excitement, I seek thrill, and as soon as things seem to be routine for me, or as soon as I feel like something is not challenging for me, then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go to something else. And so because I did take the step to do this business, and I started to kind of feel myself kind of like, I don't know. So then I had to start reaching out to a Brittany or to a Cam or to Jordan and bring them in, because now I know I kind of need support because I can do this stuff. But because I know what my flaws are, I know my learning styles are different. I know that it does take me a minute to kind of grasp a concept a lot. I have to work at my own pace. I cannot compare myself to other people. And I also have to be sure that I don't try to live up to expectations, because people do tend to gravitate towards me and they hold me to these very high standards and expectations. And unfortunately, because I know I'm a little different, I that can intimidate me, and I'll just go the opposite way because I'm afraid to let people down. So this entire process, the biggest and only challenge I have is really just making sure that I am always keeping myself first, and I'm listening to myself. I'm listening when I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm being patient to myself. I'm being kind. I'm telling myself it's okay. If this didn't work out, or if I'm not feeling it, it's okay. Just to take your time and just enjoy the process. So that's my technology, baby. It's technology. I told you. It's not my friend.
Okay. So it says, do you see a future for your business, or for your kind of business?
Do I see a future for it? Yes. I do. I do see it. I see that I do see it. I see it as I see products, actually. I see products, and I see standard gifts, signature gifts. So I don't really see a warehouse. I thought I saw a warehouse at first. I don't think I want a warehouse. And I'm not sure if I really want a storefront, but even if I just had like a small little suite or something like that, just to keep the momentum going. And then, if someone wants to buy it, or let's just say I want to retire that, only if I have something that's already bigger, my productions company, or if I bought the properties, or some other things I really want to work on. I'm okay at laying this down because, again, this is only an experiment. It's a vehicle to get to the next destination. So,
with daycare, there's always a future. Children are born every day, So.
Oh, you never go out of business with, especially after COVID. You're about to be a millionaire.
I know. So, and continuity in business is important. You don't want to do a business for the moment. You want to do a business that will keep giving and growing and going in the future. So that's the last question. And I'm just gonna say I learned a lot from you today. My viewers, people who are gonna be watching this, they're gonna be saying, "Wow, I didn't know that. Oh, wow, I'm learning something new." So this has been an amazing experience, just talking to you, learning about your business, learning about your business strategies, your leadership strategies, And these are the little things that we take for granted as small business owners. So I want to say I appreciate you a lot for coming, and it's just been an amazing time talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on here. I hope I did not talk your ear off or your listeners'
No.
ear. But I truly appreciate anytime I'm able to share my passion of just enlightenment and inspiration, and just to follow your passion no matter what, no matter how many times you fall, no matter if the business fail, it don't matter. You just keep going, because it's all about the experience in the process, and that is it. That's all that matters. So thank you.
Thank you. And I'm gonna send you a link when this is ready. I think sometime next week, because it's a long video. I'm gonna have to edit, take some of those parts off.
Yes, it's okay. I mean, if you want to cut it down to 2 minutes, it's fine.
I will cut it down to 2 videos. So it's going, because this I see 120:19, so more than an hour. So, but I'll send you a link and I'll post it on all my social media. See if people can come in and and watch it and all of that. But it's amazing. You are amazing. I like our friendship. I like how we've kept in touch through the years, and we're gonna do great things together.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dr. Brenda, thank you.
Yeah. Bye. Enjoy your day.